So I'm back to give you part 2 in relation to how you can break into the speaking world, or how you can get more speaking gigs if you're already getting them, how you can actually get more. We're talking about virtual speaking here with yours truly, Queen Choma. So basically the tip I want to give to you, I've given you 2 tips already. The first thing I mentioned, tip 1 and 2 are in my first part of the video, part 1, and this is part 2. So basically, to continue on, the third thing you need to be doing is pitching to event organizers. You need to be reaching out to event organizers and asking them if you can speak at their events. You can do this through social media. You can do this through formal emails. You can send letters. Letters I don't think is that effective, but obviously if you're sending a letter to an organization, it can be very effective. So I wouldn't rule it out. If you emailed Forbes, if you sent an email to Forbes, I believe companies like this, I sometimes think that email is effective, but also a letter is effective, because a lot of these companies have a team. They have a lot of people that are going to be looking at letters, looking at packages and posts and everything. So it's not a bad idea to send letters if you're trying to reach out to big organizations. I want to also mention Kris Jenner in this. There was a time when she was married to Bruce. Now he's known as Caitlyn, but back then, basically Caitlyn is a she now, but back then Caitlyn was a he, and known as Bruce Jenner. And so basically what Kris did, the Kardashians back then, there was a situation where basically business was just like going down, everything was going down. Bruce wasn't getting any work anymore as a speaker. He basically back then was obviously this athlete. Then he actually was trying to reinvent himself as a speaker, but it wasn't really going anywhere at one point. Everything was becoming dry and stale. And this is the reason why Kris stepped up and was like, I need to save my family. And she came up with this idea of sending about 1,000 letters to basically all these different organizations, the media, you name it. She sent, I think, over 1,000 press kits to them about Bruce's career. And that's how she was able to get, by the time they knew it, the work was flooding in, all the speaking gigs were flooding in, and she raises rates as well. Okay, so I want to also encourage you to basically don't be afraid to send letters or emails, make phone calls. If you're serious, I have made phone calls and been booked on the spot, and I've sent loads of emails. I have sent posts before and things like that, not necessarily for speaking, but for other media opportunities. I've sent letters, and I've seen that all of it is effective. My bonus tip to you is to pray and ask the Lord to lead you. Hope this was helpful, lovely.